Yo, what is up everybody? Hope you're doing good. If you have watched my cover of Aerodynamic by Daft Punk, then you may have seen that in this video I used the bounce feature on the new Boss RC505 MK2. So this new feature on the new loop station not only allows you to bounce one track to another, but it can also allow you to record any track effects you wish. And that is a real game changer. So let's see how this works. But before we move on, guys, I will provide you with many reviews, tips, tutorials on this channel in 2022. And if you've noticed, I don't do this often on my videos, but all I'm asking for all this content in return is perhaps for you to leave a like, perhaps a comment for the algorithm. I'll be checking the comment section. And perhaps if you want, subscribing to this channel. Why not? But anyway, let's move on straight into the video. So first of all, let's start with an example, and I'm going to use that Daft Punk video that I did. So here you can see that I record my hi-hat on track 4, then my snare and open hi-hats on track 5. And then I put some rim shots and then eventually some kicks on track 3. The point of doing these sounds separately is that, as you can see, my snares on track 5 are 4 times longer than my hi-hats on track 4. And then my kicks on track 3 are 2 times longer than my snares on track 5. So basically, none of these tracks are of the same length. The thing is, I would like to have all of these elements, all of these sounds, all together on one track. So if there was no bounce feature, I'd have to do all the hi-hats, you know, like 8 times. And for the snares here, I did 2 different snares. I did and ish, except I would have to do both of them twice. So instead of doing 8 hi-hats, 2 snares twice each, I just do 1 of each and bounce all the tracks together onto one track, and that is track 1. This is a brand new feature of the Mark II, and it is my favorite feature on this machine so far, and by far. It allows you to create basically a new track, picking elements from other tracks. So let's see how this works. In order to do so, you have to go in the loop menu and then the rec menu and choose which track will be available for bounce. Now by default, all 5 of them are available for bounce. So here I'm going to choose to keep only tracks 1 and 2 in order to bounce them onto another track. So let me start by making something on track 1 and 2. But now if I try to bounce, let's say on track 3, what is on track 1 and 2, you can see here that it doesn't work. So it doesn't work. The thing is, you have to go into track 3 settings and you have to set bounce to on, because this by default is on off. And so now let's do it again. Tracks 1 and 2 are on for the bounce and track 3 is set to bounce on, which means you can bounce tracks onto track 3. And as you can see, it doesn't work. And it doesn't work for an obvious reason. If you had tracks on for bounce all the time, well, anytime you wanted to record something on a new track, like vocals or whatever, you would constantly record things from the other tracks that are on. So the last thing that you have to do is go back, and you saw it at the beginning, I just did not point it out for obvious reasons, but I wanted to show you the different steps, is you have to activate the bounce for all the tracks, right? And that's the master bounce. You could say it's on or off. So you need to turn it on. And what I do here is I used these 4 assign buttons. I assigned one of them to the bounce feature. So instead of going back in the menus, I can just switch it on and off very easily. So as you can see now, I have the bounce enabled, and without surprise, it should now allow me to bounce tracks 1 and 2 onto track 3. So there you go. So now let's talk about track effects. And you might think, oh, he's explained to us about the bounce feature. Okay, I don't need to see any more of this video. That's all I need to know. I'll just go record my track effects now. Let's try it out. It doesn't work. The reason for this, and I hope that Boss will fix this in an update, is that in order to record the track effects, all of your 5 tracks must be open to bounce. Which means that you can record your track effects, but the other tracks that are playing that you don't want to record, you have to mute them. You have to put the faders down or, turn them off. For example, it's not possible for you to record a track effects on one track. Let's say you are recording a track effects on track 2 and 3, and your beat is on track 1. Well, you have to turn off the beat in order to record your track effects. This is why in my cover of Aerodynamic, I had to put the faders of the other tracks down while I was bouncing my track effects on my target track. So, as I said, this is my favorite feature of the new RC505 Mark II loop station, and by far. It's just simply amazing. It's a game changer really in the loop station world. And for me at least, I think this is the greatest asset of this new machine. Of course, it would even be greater if we could bounce tracks without having to, mute the other ones. But still, I'll say it again, this is a game changer. Guys, I hope this video has been useful for you, and I'll see you very, very, very soon for a new video. So, peace out.